Well, good morning. Here I am, 3 days until 2019. Can you believe it? As I promised, yesterday was day 4 of a 5 day countdown that I started one day late. Um, but who hasn't done that? Who said they're going to start and they didn't start on time? And like many of us, we stop altogether. But I'm going to keep on moving forward towards something that I've kind of started to isolate, which is possibility me. Um, who am I? It's a self discovery, but really it's an unearthing of who we all are to each other. And in a quote that I'm sure you're familiar with, but maybe haven't heard for a while, says this: "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And that inspires me. That reminds me that who I am, designed and created by God, is a light. Maybe it's been buried for a while. Maybe it's been covered up by some of the baggage that I picked up. But in the next 365 days, starting on the 1st of 2019, I'm looking to discover possibility me. Who is that person, the brand that I am, the identity that is already great and perfect just today, the way I am. I just got to remember it. I mean, it's not about working hard to achieve something. It's about remembering who I am. And so, as we come into 2019, the New Year's, I'm a huge New Year's person. I've always been. It's kind of the way I was raised. And so, resolutions have often been a part of my life. I've changed that to declaration because looking at the numbers, resolutions don't do so hot. In fact, more than 80% of the population pretty much gives up on any resolutions they may have started by about the 12th of January. And only about 8% of resolutions set at the beginning of the year actually succeed. So it's not just about how do we make the resolutions we have succeed, it's maybe about changing the way we look at a new year. So I'm making some declarations, and that's what I'm asking you to join me on. The purpose of Possibility Me is to unearth who we are and let our light shine. And so in the coming days ahead, tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit about what is this journey, and how can we unload some of the baggage that has covered up who we are. Because if we're going to make room for us, the great people we are, we need to get rid of some of that baggage from the years past. And so I know you've all heard good things, and but they fade. So who you are has little to do. The resolutions we make have little to do with a one moment in time thing. It's really an ongoing thing. It's the future that you're living into. And I'm 48 years old. I can hardly believe almost a half a century, and I've learned a few things, and a lot of those things have come from various books, people, places, and one of the greatest influences was an organization called Landmark Education, and they created a new definition of what a possibility is, and that is a future that I'm living into, the future of that moment in the future changing who I am today. It's like a ticket to Hawaii. If I have tickets to Hawaii with my best friend on Friday evening, and Friday afternoon they drop a pile of work on my desk, I'm not that phased because the future I'm living into is a week in Hawaii with my best friend. But then, on Sunday, the following week, as we were ending our week in Hawaii, and I'm sitting there on the beach having a great time with my friend, reading my favorite book, and I look in the bag and I see tickets back to Minnesota, and I'm like, I can't believe I got to leave today. Here I am on the beach, with my friend, having a great time, but the future I'm living into determines what my present moment is. So it's about the future we're living into, and who is possibility me. I'm looking forward to spending time with you, and each day I'll try and get the video recorded during the week before 9 a.m. Central. And on weekends, I'm going to try and be consistent on start time so people can actually join me at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So both on Saturday and Sunday. And I plan to do this, 7 days a week. So we'll see how that works. But I'm definitely going to make sure I get a video out there. Please comment on what time would work best for you and your schedule, what you'd want to hear, what you'd want to discover. This is a journey together, because I know that who I am really has very little to do with the things that I think about in my head. That stuff is just really sometimes delusions, honestly. That's what I've kind of discovered. Who I am has more to do with what people think about me, what they say about me, what they interact with me on a daily basis. And so if I don't get interactions from people, how can I possibly know if this is even making a difference? And ultimately, that is who I am. I am a person who is committed to helping others discover who they are. It's kind of circular, but that is the best thing I've figured out about who I am, is I am here to help others discover who they are. And I think it was Samuel Clemens who said this: the greatest days in a man's life, the two greatest days in a man's life, the day he was born and the day he discovers why he was born. And that's a he-she thing. So think about this question as you move into 2019. Who are you? Because it's not really about who you want to be, it's who are you? And you're great. Let your light shine.